Okay, so I'm going to have you draw the corner of a room. Um, this corner of my house has a window and curtains and paintings and things like that you would see typically in a corner of any house. Now, I'm going to show you a technique that can help you draw the way that you see things in front of you instead of the way we think things look. Now, if I just asked you to draw a corner with or draw a window, you might end up drawing something that is just straight on so that you have like horizontal lines and vertical lines and things, something that looks like this. Now, the thing is that when we're really looking at something, we rarely see objects with horizontal lines. Okay? Instead, everything is usually slightly angled. So if I'm looking here and I'm using the ruler tool to kind of illustrate this, that, you know, when we're drawing these things out, we think of looking at them as dead on. But the thing is that when we're looking at things like the corner of a room or a window, that there are parts that are closer to us and parts that are further away. So that changes the way that things look. So when I'm looking at this, and I'm going to use a red here to kind of illustrate what's going on, we see that the top of the window is angled. And so is the top of the window frame and the middle beam and the bottom. This is a lot like, actually, this is linear perspective. And I know that you have had linear perspective, like 1 point, 2 point perspective in Mr. Douglas's class. If you could imagine there's a vanishing point somewhere far off the screen to the right. But I want you to just kind of keep that in mind because the way we're going to do this doesn't involve a complicated technique, but it involves relying on what you see in front of you and using something as simple as a pencil in hand to help you see this. Now, I can't show you on my screen the real pencil in my hand, but you'll have to use this digital disembodied hand. And I can bring it closer, further away, I can change the angles of it. I can do all of these different things just by, rotating my hand. But this is in a digital form. Now, if I'm looking at the edges of the window, um, they're typically straight up and down, but the tops are usually angled and the bottom is usually angled. And we're just going to focus on this edge here, or maybe even, you know what, let's go with, yeah, we'll do that. You just kind of let your pencil fall directly onto that angle. And it helps you see, just having that right there in front of you, it helps you kind of visualize what that angle is doing. And you can rotate your hand and just let that pencil fall, timber right onto every angle that you see. That one is almost perfectly horizontal, but it was a little bit tilted up. We can do this with, oh, what's going on here? Oh no! We can do it with the top and bottom of the painting. If my disembodied hand will cooperate with me. Thank you, disembodied hand. So you can align it with the top and bottom of the painting and see that it's angled a different direction than the top of the window was. The sides are usually going to be straight up and down. That part doesn't really change. But it's always good to double check just in case. Now you can even do this for like the curve of the curtain. Now we know that the curtain kind of billows out and it's not exactly a straight line, but you can see the general angle of that curtain, okay? That if I drew a straight line, I could then come back and add the curve and refine it a little bit to make it look more lifelike, so that my curve kind of deviates from that angle that I found with my pencil. It's a great way to help you get the basic direction or basic trajectory of something. Thanks for watching. See you soon.